Okay, there.
I have returned from my pee break.
There we go. Ignore the.
So many Discord notifications.
Everybody left. Oh, hey, Pat. How's it going, guys?
Doing good.
That's good. Wasn't doing too well earlier, did he? Had a bad headache all day.
Oh,
Just getting out of it. So yeah, I dealt with that all stinking day. Yeah, story of my life.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll drive around on BeamNG Drive while I'm waiting. Why not?
Oh, you play that game too?
Indeed.
I have it as well.
I bought it long before I had a computer that could ever run it. I bought it when it was first.
Bought BeamNG Drive, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
I
I
bought
bought it when it
long
was
ago.
first. I bought it when it first popped up on Patreon. Before I even had a computer that could run it, when it was just like a little tiny beta thing. Because I'm like, dude, this is such a cool idea. So I bought it. They gave me a Steam key, and I tried to download it. And it's like, yeah, you can't. I'm like, well, guess I'll wait. And I didn't even know if I'd ever get a gaming computer at the time. And eventually, I got a gaming computer.
I am very sorry about that. My part of the reason my cat was being so friendly, he was trying to tell me like, please feed me.
Feed me. My cat's over there. They're like, please feed me. And I'm like, no, you have food, you fatty.
Yeah, Ben is like, I am a cat. I don't care. I'm a cat. I demand food. I am a cat.
I'm a cat.
You
Meow.
feed me now,
Cat,
master.
feed me. Feed me, meow. Meow. Ow.
Ow. Ow.
Meow, 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 meow,
You're not
meow.
feeding me fast enough.
So here is an important question. As you guys are regaling Coda of your stories, do you mention the crystals?
Oh, that is a very important question.
Probably not a good idea.
What? I missed something.
He's asking us, do we mention the crystals or not?
Yes, you're there talking to Fade and being extravagant and over the top, and
It
I
probably wouldn't be a
failed
good
your
idea to
adventures.
bring the crystals up.
Why? I mean, what are that we have the crystals and that, you know, if the cult finds out we have another one, oh no, they probably are scrying me and already know. On top of, they pretty much know everything about us, where we're going, what we're doing. It's kind of suspicious, not gonna lie.
So,
So, I
do
mean,
we leave that
I-
out?
I say we tell them to give the people something to hope for.
I think it's kind of it's kind of hard one to say because I don't necessarily want to be the first one to say it. At the same time, they're probably scrying, so they probably already know.
I mean, considering how many times they've fought us, they already know.
I mean, yeah,
considering
they
we
already
took
know
their-
we have these.
We took, instead of killing the Dragonborn or letting her go, we captured her. She didn't come back. They know she failed. So obviously they know that we have the fire crystal. I'm not worried about that. I say we just tell them with the story. Let the people know that we have something to defeat them, and it'll give the people hope and make the enemies worry.
But I kind of agree with.
And they can see where 3/4 is coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is 3/4? You're talking to Pippin.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we kind of am discussing this out of character.
Yeah. I'm kind of discussing it out of character because then it depends how they talk about it during that whole time of what he actually wrote down, you know?
Yeah.
Because he would have, like, what I was thinking that he would have described as going and going and getting the crystals, you know?
I
that hurts.
say we talk about. You know what? Yeah, because actually, it was like would probably like to give people the hope that like, hey, we're on to them and we're gonna do something about it.
Oh, yeah. We have
I
power.
guess I'm kind of outvoted on this one.
Honestly, Pippin might have just blurted it out. Not even realize.
Though I can't help but feel this is going to bite us in the butt later.
Hey, we're gonna get bit in the butt no matter what. So,
Not gonna lie. It's truth. I've never heard more truth.
whether we do tell or not.
Yeah, there are upsides and downsides to both, but either way, we're going to get bit in the butt.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
At least this way, something good comes out of it.
True.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to them if they leave the crystals into the song or not. So, just telling our story.
Valid point.
So, I guess we do tell them.
Okay.
I still feel kind of outvoted here.
Talk about overthinking.
I mean, that's what I like about this group.
I'm just making fun of what Sen said earlier.
Another question I have to ask. Do you guys mention the poem?
I think that would be something that I wouldn't say.
Yeah, it's another
Because
one
we
where it'd be
haven't
like,
found
no.
we haven't found everything, and we don't know how much the cult knows about the poem.
Fair enough.
I think, if anything, we'd tell the parts of the poem that we've already found out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's even risky there.
Yeah, let's just not mention the poem at all.
I think, yeah.
Because even that could potentially be enough for them to find the rest of the poem, and then work from
Well,
there.
we
Yeah.
know they already have part of the poem, though.
Yeah, but still.
Because didn't we get part of the poem from that chick, Dragon Girl?
No.
And they knew where to get the fire crystal. I mean, they were there before we were.
Personally, I think it's still risky because
Yeah, I say let's just keep
even if
that
they don't
out.
have the full details, then they could potentially go, "Oh, here's part of it. Let's go see if we can find more of it."
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
keep
let's
that
leave
part
the
out.
poem out.
And then they can use
That's
it.
fair. We can always tell them the rest of the story once this is all over.
As you guys are thinking that over, make me an intelligence check.
Again,
Intelligence.
That's a 16.
That's
16.
a dirty 20.
17.
Okay.
21. We're high rolling.
Yeah.
I got a 16.
It's still pretty high, Dad.
So
Oh, yeah.
there are points where you guys stop and say, hold on 1 second, we need to discuss something, and you guys group huddle. And in one of those group huddles, you also realize that Fade Coda is a bard. Bards
Okay.
are known for A, traveling around a lot, and B, picking up lots of random esoteric knowledge.
Oh. Maybe he's heard of this poem.
Probably bust, yeah. We might be better off actually cheering with him and seeing what he knows.
True.
But it's like, I agree, we shouldn't do this in public.
Yeah,
Yes.
but definitely not in public.
That would be
So,
something maybe we want
Yeah.
to talk to him later on in private about it.
Yeah, probably best if we do that with the crystals too. Like mention that in private.
Nah.
I mean, we
That would
already
be
told him.
dramatic about the crystals. Yeah, we already, told most people about the crystals.
continue to talk amongst yourselves again. I have to use the restroom now.
Don't mind me. I'm just drifting around a race course and crashing into rocks.
I mean, just thinking about the fact that I basically killed a dragon with a gun.
Yeah, we know, buddy. Actually, it was pretty awesome.
What vehicle should I take around this little course next? Vishukovic could be fun. For a rally, maybe?
And I like how basically the bard is sitting there like, holy shit. Like, as he's just listening to the story, that's all the bard could say is, holy shit, you guys get around.
Well, you do. I mean, you've traveled from Syri to Braylon through Norlead, and now you're in the Lahazar Principalities.
Oh,
Yeah.
welcome back.
So you guys are there for a solid 4 hours regaling him. You decide what to include, what to omit. And then you finish. He closes the book, deeply bows and flourishes like he does, like the hand, the circular, like he flourishes his hand and does the deep bow and flourishes his arm a bit and says, "That was quite the riveting tale."
Indeed,
Now,
it has been.
I have a bit of a tradition.
Oh,
When I am told a story, especially one so harrowing and in depth, I would like to I like to thank the teller by treating them to a lavish dinner.
Okay.
That works out for us.
sounds really nice.
Because we'd actually like to talk to you later.
He raises an eyebrow and says, "Oh."
Yeah.
Then he looks around. He looks around, and you guys have drawn a crowd. Because I mean, everyone recognizes Fade Coda, and while you're not as recognizable facially, your deeds of word of your deeds has traveled.
Like
So-
the tornado siren incident.
Yes.
Imagine going to another city with a pack of 6 people acting all high and mighty, you know, taking anything that they can when people offer them and acting like they're our characters. And the city basically hates us because of it. You know.
So, he says, I would. He scribbles down like a little note on a piece of paper, hands it to you, and says, "Meet me at this address at sunset."
Cool.
All right.
We'll meet you there.
And once again, he bows and turns and starts saying, "Okay, I like what you're doing. I hate everything you're doing. I want you to know this. I need to stand there. I don't need to fall through the I don't need to fall through the stage floor.
There it is.
The fireworks need to be 2 feet to the left. No, your other left."
This guy's like, to your left. No,
No.
stage left, dude. Don't you understand? I understand.
Sorry.
I honestly understand that struggle as somebody who's set up stage, and they're like left, and they're talking stage left, not my left.
It was about 1:30 when you got into town. So you have about 5 hours before sunset. You figure it'll take you about an hour to get to the address that you're that he gave you.
Wait, you said we got there at like 1:30, right?
Yes.
And we sat there talking to him for like 4 hours.
Yes. Okay, so it's more like 2 hours. I apologize.
Well, got what, an hour before we can go there then?
Yep. You are in the main residential district. It's like there's houses and apartments and a few manors, small estates and whatnot. So
Say
I'm
we
gonna-
take a look at some shops, I guess.
Yeah.
all right, you guys are gonna need to roll for me a. You guys are gonna need to roll me persuasion checks.
Shit.
Persuasion? Oh,
Persuasion.
easy.
Yeah, hold on.
25.
Let me get this thing to load.
I'm
That's 16.
expertise in persuasion, so 25.
Okay.
Never mind.
I rolled a 12.
18?
18 is good. Between Nyaxor and Pippin, you guys are able to get directions to the merchant district.
Easily.
Which is ironically near the center of the city and very close to the academy.
Something else we can take a look at as well, too.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking, give me perception checks.
Oh, this is something I'm good at.
Whoa! I just got a 25.
Nice.
30.
That's going to be a 22.
22 is good.
30.
30, blow it out of the water. Perrin, you
Alright.
failed. You rolled too high.
30, you blow it out of the water.
25!
Nyaxor, you also failed. You rolled too high.
Wait, what?
It's
It's a plus 9. Plus
it's,
9.
it's a joke.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no,
You said
that's
you
plus
rolled too
4.
high.
Not expertise. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 30 out of a maximum of 31.
I'm confused how it'd be plus 9 if it's expertise.
Yeah, no,
It's
it's not.
only a four.
I'm not expert. I was reading it as expert. I forgot.
Expertise.
It'd be plus 4
8 on top
instead,
of
so 20.
Yep,
Dirty
anyways.
20. At dirty 20.
Every one of you guys sees this. You see
Wait,
A
what did
woman.
Nestor get?
Nestor gets. Thank you for remembering. Nestor gets a nat 20. So even
Oh,
Oh!
All high rolls.
so you
So-
guys, as you're walking, you pass through a you pass through what appear to be some like outer grounds of the keep, and you see a woman, long flowing green robes, very old elf. Everyone but Pippin recognizes her.
that's,
And she is leading a group of younger children. If you had to guess, like 7 to 13 range, but there are a few older people there. You notice a full grown youth. And
that's, I think that's Lorenta.
she immediately, her ears perk up when Nyaxor says that. Her gaze snaps at your direction, and at first you see her hands up like she's getting ready to cast something. Immediately sees you,
Hi.
puts her hands to her side, and smiles broadly.
Next would wave, hey!
And says, please, students, remain here. I will return in a moment. And the next thing you know, she pops in. She pops out of you and pops into you right next to you, and says, "Greetings."
Long time.
She smiles and says, "I wouldn't consider a few months to be a long time. However, given what you've been through, I suppose I suppose it would seem like an eternity."
Nexer would like rub his back of his head. It's been a rough few months, yeah.
Her smile fades a little bit and says, "Where is the big one?"
He
Nexer like look down,
Yeah.
bust him.
Ow. The man had the constitution to drink lava.
That he did.
And
But we
not
will
sure-
find him eventually.
damn straight it will.
And then she looks around and she notices like she looks around and she notices some of the gear you're wearing, and you see her eyes widen, her mouth drop, and you're pretty sure, Perrin at least is pretty sure,
Cash register noises.
a little bit of drool forming at the side of her.
Yeah, her eyes lighted, her jaw drops, and you hear.
She's like, "I know those items.
Ooh.
No.
Or at least I know of them."
Quite,
You're talking.
quite the story to tell of how we got them, but don't quite have the time. Maybe tell you the full story once meet again.
And she's like, "Of course, I have to get back to my students very soon. Anyway, will you?" Oh,
My mic's been muted this whole time. I was like, you guys are being mean. Let me talk. I don't even know what to say. But it doesn't have anything to do with the conversation anymore, but I don't even remember what it was.
Oh,
well, she looks at the five of you and says, "How long will you be staying?"
Uh,
A few days at most.
probably be here a
Hopefully
few
we'll be
days,
leaving.
but you have another mountain to scale. Adventure.
She looks at you and says, "Do you have a place to stay?"
No.
No.
Probably gonna look into a inn or a tavern, but
She stiffens, elven regal. She stiffens to like a haughty elven regal posture and says, "I won't have it. I will keep
what?
I will see to it quarters are prepared in the academy."
Thank you.
Cool.
it would be much obliged.
She looks at you. She looks at you all and says, "Please, you've done the ALP a great service by fixing the problem that was the Decanus volcano, and to say nothing of the lives you saved in Nessa and the and during the Battle of New Syri."
Orwin, Coda, the other places.
She smiles and says, "In centuries past, this academy served as the de facto base of operations for another heroic adventuring party."
Interesting.
it would be my pleasure to have these hallowed halls grace another.
Be honored.
She bows and says, "The honor is all mine."
I'm blushing over here.
And she then she looks at you, Senku, smiles, and says, "Feel free to come and go as you please. We have groundskeepers who will escort you to your quarters at your discretion. Please enjoy your evening in the city." And then she
Thank
says,
you.
I must return to my students."
Yeah, we don't want to leave your students left
Yeah.
unattended. Thank you.
Well, it's not like they're unattended. They're like 50 feet away.
She's like, yeah, they're not unattended, bud.
But still,
But I
Yeah.
do have to finish my lesson.
Yes. Don't want to hold you up on that. But it's great seeing you again.
Hey, nice to see you, Lady Lorenta.
Yep. Nice seeing you again.
He pats Pip on the head.
She looks at you with a half smirk and says, "Indeed."
Just like, that guy's crazy.
All right, shall we do a little shopping, guys?
sure.
Certainly.
Do you have a meeting?
Yes,
Yes,
but
but
we
you
got a
got,
couple hours before that. Let's
Well,
say
no.
we meet. Let's say we meet up in an hour, and then we head off the party.
Yes. In the meantime, if Pippin and Senku can join me in the DM chat for like 30 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Excuse me.
It's gonna be so awesome.
So I rolled a nat 1 on a D100 on Karn.
Black dragons.
I'm kidding.
So
I'm sorry I had to say it.
you guys look at Pippin and Nyaxor. You look at or I'm sorry, Perrin and Nyaxor. You look at Pippin, Senku, and even Nestor, and they're sort of looking up at the castle, and no insight check needed. There is nostalgia in their expressions.
Man, this place takes me back.
Care to tell us?
Nestor's like, "I did some studying here."
Ah.
Same here.
As did I. I was here when I became a warlock.
So
Oh.
it wasn't even like when you became a warlock. It would have been, the very basics on pact magic, and when you left, you were basically a level 1 warlock. So, like pre-level 1 stuff.
Yep. That's what I mean.
Okay, fair enough.
This is where I learned the ins and outs of being an artificer, and also engineering.
It is at this point, as you guys are all walking, you look, and Senku is the first one to notice it. This tall, thin, pole-like structure that is being painted bright yellow.
Ooh.
And Senku, you recognize the engineering immediately.
Oh?
It's a tornado siren.
Yeah, Senku grades and says, looks like they're building one here too. They weren't kidding when they said it'd be mass-produced. And that warms my heart. That seriously warms my heart. Thank you, DM, for that.
I said I was going to do it, but one of the painters looks at you and says, "Yeah, I got four more. I got to paint."
You're doing a great service, sir.
Indeed you are.
You'll be protecting so many lives by doing that.
And Senku shoots the guy a thumbs up.
Dude's like, I want to see what these things are useful for anyway.
Right?
Like that annoying old guy. Stupid kids and their technology.
You know what? Naxxar is gonna, like, if he's in range, Naxxar is gonna tip him 150 gold for it.
He is utterly, like, he is flabbergasted.
There, for your service, sir.
You come back. Nestor leans over and kind of whispers in your ear. You realize you just fed him and his family for about half a year.
And?
He's just like, yeah, so?
I love that. Like, Dexter's just, and?
And?
Daxor, give me an insight check.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Actually, screw it. Everyone give me an insight check.
Insight. Let me see. What was that? That's a +3.
And that's another
9.
That's a 7.
5. Holy shit.
There's a 9.
All right, so I heard a 9 and a 25. Perrin, what'd you get?
I said 7.
7.
Yeah, 7.
What was yours, Nyaxor?
It's coming. 18?
Okay. Good enough all around. The DC for this was 5.
Oh.
You think back, Nyaxor, and you recall how right after Bryn, every time Nestor looked at you, there was this level of harshness and disdain in his expression. All of that is gone. All of that is erased. Nestor is beaming. Ear-to-ear smile like he's a kid that's walked into a candy shop.
Aww.
All of you can tell there is a level of pride in on his face that says, "I have never been prouder to have the friends I have and to be part of this adventuring party."
Naxxar seeing that was just give him a big old hug.
Hugs for everybody.
Okay. There is an unusual group hug. You then hear a boy's voice just about 20 feet away just say, "Awkward."
Nax will just like make a funny little face.
young teenage kid dressed in mage robes. He sees you and he just runs off.
Oh, come on!
So
I love that the whole awkward.
Shall we?
Man, I haven't laughed this much in a long time.
well, that's part of how that's part of being a DM. You got to balance the heavy stuff with the lighter stuff. 2 sessions ago, you finished a dungeon that was spectacularly brutal, both physically and mentally for your characters. It's got to be balanced, A, with celebratory shopping, and B,
Yes.
with some levity.
Yeah. Great. I think I'm ready to see what kind of stores they got here. What they have.
So you guys turn down a street, and it is just a row of shops. Some are like open air, like street vendor restaurants selling, little trinkets like, this dream catcher changes colors. If it's yellow when you wake up, it means it's caught a bad dream. Saved you from nightmares. Buy this vial of perfume, enriched with a love potion.
You just see Senku's face palm.
One of those cities.
Out of character. Is that like New Orleans or something? Kidding.
Like when he hears the phrase mixed with love potion, Senku just goes, "Oh." Is there even such a thing as love potion in D&D?
Pretty sure, yeah.
I
Do you
don't
believe so?
I'm not certain.
I know there's something that does have that kind of an effect. I don't remember what it's called, but I don't think it's actually a potion. But it basically does that.
It's kind of like Charmed, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to go back and look to find it again.
Well, regardless, but there are lots of other shops and things that are like indoors. There was a shop called the Flying Carpet.
Hmm.
The sign is being hung by a flying carpet.
Oh, what do we fancy, guys? I would probably wait off on food so we have a good appetite for the party.
Yeah, I want to stop by Magic Shop.
Yeah, sure. Let's go there then.
And it's like probably our best bet is normal equipment shops for those of us who need random types of equipment. So Pippin needs a magic shop. I could do with another quiver of arrows just in case.
I mean, still got 100 arrows. If you need some.
Just take another quiver because I still have a full quiver.
I think the bag of holding has like 1,000,000 arrows in it because of
This is true.
It was either Nyxor or Bordan that just bought arrows.
I think it was.
Oh yeah, Bordan did buy arrows.
It was like way too many.
Arrows and arrows and arrows.
We basically have an infinite quiver at this point.
This is true. I forgot that he bought like 1,000,000 arrows or something ridiculous.
We're like, what did you buy? 500 arrows? Why did you buy 500 arrows?
I think we talked him down from 500.
It was like 250 or something, but
I mean, I got plenty of arrows still. If you
Alright.
need them.
Yeah, you guys have arrows for days.
Then I'll just put another quiver on my thing. But for reference, anybody that needs anything like that,
Axler just hands him a quiver full of arrows. Though, doesn't hurt to buy more, you know?
yeah.
Honestly, I don't know what we need to get. I just want to see what they got.
I think we covered most of our essential bases into Canis.
We did.
Yeah, we did.
And we could always get more rations.
You know what? I think I will look for more health potions. Why not? Because never have too many of those.
Indeed.
So I'm going to be looking for a potion shop then.
All right. You walk like 50 feet down this this thoroughfare, and you find and you see a sign, "Apothecary by Ambrosia."
Ah,
Out of character note, I did find the potion of love. It's the filter of love.
And it's temporary.
It is temporary. Actually, no. I'm looking. Yeah, for 1 hour. Basically, it's the next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after drinking it, you are charmed by that creature for an hour. And you think of that creature as your true love.
If you're attracted to that particular creature.
Yeah.
No, even if you're not.
It says if the creature is a species and gender you are normally attracted to, you regard as your true love while you are charmed. But yeah, that's what that is.
So yeah, you guys go into this apothecary.
Sure, why not?
I guess
All
so.
right. You go in.
Heck, we could always snag more, rations?
You say that as the door whisks open. You hear a woman's. You can go to any normal general store for mundane trail rations. I can provide you with far greater effects.
Cool.
this place is for potions.
I prefer the term apothecary.
Yeah.
And then,
Alright.
like you see that she has this look of she has a bit of a look of a disdain when you say potions, but then she looks you over and she says, "Oh, I'm in the presence of a master druid."
Indeed. You are.
So humble.
Think you just face
I'm gonna be,
palm
Pippin's gonna be
again.
making fun of Nexer for that for like the rest of his life.
Seiko just goes,
She turns, her eyes narrow, and as she looks at you, Senku, says, "I wouldn't expect a simple artificer to grasp the fine subtlety that is apothecary."
Ouch.
Oh.
But no, I wasn't face palming over the apothecary thing. I was face palming over the master druid. Indeed, you are, Faye.
Well, the
So
higher
wasn't
up in
face
level
palm-
you guys get, the less people that are actually ahead of you in your class. Like most people, like most druids will never cast fifth or fifth level spells or higher. So like you right now, Senku, might well be considered a master artificer.
Oh,
Like
Um,
a master druid, a master artificer.
Yeah.
Even a master warlock. Master ranger. You guys are quite
I'm
literally
not a potion crafter, even though that does involve chemistry.
it involves chemistry and alchemy, but yeah, you are more
The engineer type.
magic. You skew more towards the magic and engineering, and she quite clearly hates that. Or not hates it, but dislikes it.
Yeah.
She is like, please take your take a look around, feel free. Fair warning, I will be closing up shop in approximately 20 minutes.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Why closing up so early? Did most
Uh,
shops close up at this time?
Within the next hour or so.
Ooh.
As a general rule, most shops here close up at approximately dinner time.
Speaking of which,
We got time.
We have time.
You have about 20 minutes. Or 30 minutes, really.
Uh,
I might want to take a step outside and see if I can't see a magic shop before it closes if they are going to be closing soon.
how far is that guy's residence away from this part of the city?
From this part of the city, about half an hour.
Oh. Okay.
And that's if you're just being casual about it. Like, if you run, you could probably get there in 15 minutes.
Cool.
So, what kind of potions are you looking for, gentlemen?
uh,
Health potions,
likely,
really.
we're gonna buy some more healing, and then I'm thinking maybe you have any potions of speed.
She smiles and says, I most certainly do.
Awesome.
She walks over to a small chest, brings it over. You can hear glass clattering.
Interesting.
Pulls it open, pops it open. And says, these are exactly what you seek, potions of speed. And she pulls out a vial with this yellow fluid streaked with black, and the whole thing sort of swirls and spins on its own.
Yep,
Interesting.
definitely what I was looking for.
And she hands it to you and says, this will mimic the effects of a haste spell.
Wow.
For 1 minute, by the way.
You could get a lot done in that time.
Yeah,
Haste allows you to attack twice, does it not?
It does.
allow you to attack one more time.
So you can technically drink that and have 3 attacks.
Yes. Furthermore, she says, unlike the spell, you don't need to
Nope.
concentrate on it.
Indeed.
How many of these do you got, and how much are they?
You see a bit of drool appear on her mouth as she says, well, I have approximately 24 of these.
Wow.
Woo! That's a lot.
Yeah.
How much for each? Trying to make this.
Her smile fades a little bit as she looks you over and says, 5,000.
Oof.
For one bottle? Or is that like one bottle or
That is per bottle, yes.
How much?
5,000.
5,000 for a bottle?
Oh, nope.
I was
You guys
afraid.
want I could buy you one.
And you only get one use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powerful spell, but really expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the coin to pay for one.
Do you want to split then? Me and you, Senku?
Nestor leans over to you, Senku, and says, if you have the coin to pay for one, we can probably spend that coin elsewhere for something even better for you.
True.
What do you guys think? Should we just maybe wait until we get more coinage?
For something
It'd be
like that,
really
yeah.
great. It'd be really great, though.
It would be
I
great,
know.
but it's really expensive.
Yeah, our
No.
best bet would probably be to wait for something.
I know it, lady. I will keep this place in mind, and I'll definitely pick this up another time when I come through. But I
She rolls
will.
her eyes. Very well.
Yeah, we're still a bit tight. I will buy a bunch of your health potions.
Health potions.
Yeah, health. You can never have too many of those, buddy.
She smiles. She gets a small smile and says, very well.
How many of those do you get?
Depends on the quality. Healing, greater healing, superior healing, or supreme healing.
You've got a lot of options.
Was there any standards or no?
Well, a conventional potion of healing heals 2d4 plus 2.
And isn't that one like 50 gold each? And then what is it, greater? Was it like 500 or something? Can't remember. I'm trying to be smart.
Well, greater healing potions go for 100.
Oh, yeah.
Superior healing go for 500, and supreme healing go for 5,000.
I'll buy a bunch of your greater ones.
She looks at you incredulously, like her head half cocks. Says, "How much is a bunch?"
How much do you have?
Oh God!
I'm not going too crazy. I just want to get a good handful.
I have about 5 dozen. 60.
Wow,
Wow.
that's a lot.
She shrugs and says, I have an arrangement with the academy. They often need emergency potions.
Let's do 7 greater healing. I'll spend 800.
That'd be 8 greater healing then.
I'll have 10 total now. 10 greater potions.
She bows her head slightly and says, very well.
Didn't want to leave you empty-handed.
She walks over, gets a small rack, fills it, presents it to you.
Coolness.
Thank you, and I'll definitely come back for that potion of
Nyxor,
speed.
as you pay her, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. And I have
You probably have proficiency in it.
yeah, so that's
You want I should flash you?
plus
Not necessary for this, I'm telling you right now, Senku.
that's a +4.
Yep.
It's a 22.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably blew that out of the water.
She did. Everyone else can make me an insight check.
24.
9. Wow, I can't roll very high.
Aww.
Pippin,
Yes.
insight check, please. Insight check for
That
Clevor.
is a 17.
17 is good. Be with you guys in 1 second. Nyxor, DM chat, please.
All right.
I'm mildly curious as to whether or not it's a charm.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of those times where your sort of innate dragon blood kicks in as you're handing her money. There is a moment where it's like, I'm giving her 800 gold for potions that I can only use once. And for just a second, there's hesitation because it's like, you like the shinies.
Yeah, I do. That's why he's trying to be a bit smart with it.
all dragons, they just have this innate desire to hoard cash.
Yeah.
And even though you're several generations removed, there's a bit of that. There's just that little bit of a spark. But then you're like, no, this is for the team, and they matter more. So you're able to go through with the transaction without a hitch.
Yeah.
Back to the others.
All right.
Okay, so everyone but Perrin sees this. As Nyxor is handing out the coin, there is a moment where he, like, for just a second, he reflexively jerks back, looks at the coin in his hand for just a second, and hands it over.
The character, his dragon instincts is like trying to kick in. It's like, that's a lot of gold.
Yep.
Dragons
That's where
tend
you
to
guys
like
rolled
to
insight and-
keep gold.
You guys rolled insight and blew that out of the water. Yeah. As a dragon, there's that instinct to hoard gold is prevalent.
There.
I kind of am,
actually-
but I am also, I'm I
You're
do it
part
for the
dragon,
team.
basically.
I do it for the team. I like hoarding the money, but I also like spending it for the team.
Indeed. So yeah, the transaction goes off without a hitch.
It wasn't a charm or anything.
I was wondering if it was a charm because it's like, because that's always in the back of my mind whenever I hear wisdom saves.
But at this point, you start hearing the evening bells begin bong.
That's our cue.
So you guys hastily leave the store and start running towards that address. I'm gonna need another persuasion check from people.
That is going to be a 30.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Between, once again, Nyaxor, you start chatting it up with like a local guard at
I'm
an
not taking my hands off the controller because even with my paltry 2 or my paltry 4, I still helped out. But it's not needed.
Well, if you want, you could always Flash of Genius Pippin and make it a 35.
Between him, his 30 and freaking next door's nat 20.
Well, but
What?
yeah,
Should I?
it's a case
What,
of
if he rolled a nat 20, I could make it 36.
it's a case of you guys have no trouble finding the place. Large manor house on the at the edge of what you know to be the noble district. And you enter. Like as you go in, the door is whisked. As you walk up, the door is whisked open for you.
Ooh.
There's no one there. You continue walking, and you hear sort of sound pre-recorded messages of greetings. Master Coda is expecting you in the dining hall. Continue straight down that way on and the door is on the left.
Right, let's
Let's go.
So you go in, long dining table. Can seat maybe 10 people. Only Fade is there, sitting at one head. He stands up, claps his hands together, and says, "Greetings, greetings! Come, sit, eat."
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, we'll pick a spot and sit down.
As does Senku.
So you guys sit, and the first course is brought out, which is a soup. And Perrin, you have a lot of notes at home because these are fairly traditional elven dishes.
Okay.
And they're extremely well prepared. They are quite delicious.
Yum.
So
Nice.
as you guys eat, Fade claps his hands together and says, "So, you made mention that you had questions for me. Or at the very least, there were things you did not want to divulge in public.
Yeah, it's regarding a poem.
Yeah, what we left out were the poems that basically tell us the location of crystals.
His eyes narrow, and he says, "Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you know so far?" What,
Senku pulls up his notes on the subject. We have several of the phrases. One of them is drinking strength from immortal fire, and basically Senku puts a check mark next to that to indicate where they found the fire crystal. And
Yeah.
we believe and that was regarding Decanus. Then we have the darkest prison sheds the light.
and he starts reciting it with you.
We found that in near Bryn, and then we also have burning beneath a throne of rock.
Swirling beneath a sea of salt.
Floating among the eye of
flung,
ages.
floating among the eye of it.
Unmoored in the stream of the sky.
Ooh.
Oh, what's that one?
It's a continuation. It is the next line of the poem.
What was it again?
Unmoored in the stream of the sky.
On.
Well, that's a
It's
pretty big
unmoored as in like a boat's mooring. MOOR.
Yeah.
Not MORE. I am familiar with at least some of this nursery rhyme or nursery poem, including the 2 lines after,
Oh?
or the 1 line after.
Yeah, so far we've found the one relating to the darkest prison and the immortal fire. However, this other one, unmoored in the stream of the sky, that's definitely bringing something to mind.
Nyxor, make me an intelligence check.
May I also make one?
At this point, no. Soon, probably soon, though.
It's a 21.
All
Wow.
right. Once again, join me in the DM chat.
Man, I am just sending everyone to the DM chat today.
You remember the vision you and Bordon had at the Stump Bubble Estate, where you were, disembodied and floating among the clouds.
Oh, yeah.
As though you were unmoored and you saw the clouds flowing as though they were
Like the sea?
as though the wind was carrying them
Like the sea.
like a stream. Mull that over. Let's go back to the others.
Remember that time I was meditating and I told you about the visions?
The storm cloud.
I felt like I was like unmoored. Like the clouds were moving in the wind, like sort of like a stream or like the sea.
Well, that would explain where they found the wind crystal. Theoretically. It definitely makes sense. Unmoored in the stream of the sky. Yeah, that definitely has something to do with wind.
Indeed.
That leaves burning beneath a throne of rock, swirling beneath a sea of salt, and floating among the eye of ages.
If I may, Fade chimes in between bites of food. It's like, I believe in that case, two lines are one, floating among the eye of ages, unmoored in the stream of the sky.
Interesting.
Yeah. Might be connected.
Indeed.
That's rather interesting.
As is the next line, which is the last line that I am aware of. Although I'm aware that there are more, but I don't know them.
Wait, you mean the next line after unmoored in the stream of the sky?
That is correct.
Interesting.
And that is within the source of flowing ice.
Hmm.
That is
Ice.
very obviously referencing the ice crystal.
Yeah. That one has much.
By the way, out of character, I'm putting strike throughs through every crystal that we know has been, quote, obtained. We know that there are at least 5 crystals that have been located. And Senku actually does mention this to Fade. We know there are 5 crystals that have been located, or at least we have a strong suspicion that 5 of them have been located.
Well, there's no suspicion. We have all of those.
Well, all but one.
Yeah.
And that's regarding the light blue crystal. So that leaves gravity, ice, and force. So within the source of flowing ice is referring to the ice crystal, which just leaves gravity and force.
Also have defined swirling beneath the sea of salt.
Yeah.
Fade Fade smiles and says, "I believe you already have that one."
Yeah, we know where it is. Just gotta get there.
No, I mean, I believe you physically have that one.
Interesting.
The pink crystal.
Really?
You told me it performed. You told me it was water earlier this afternoon.
It is.
I get that.
Which Which leads
I
me to
did
wonder-
honestly, personally, I did not know.
Which leaves burning within a throne of rock, within the source of flowing ice, and
I thought we already got the burning within the throne
That
of rock.
was eternal fire.
Oh, mortal fire.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Because we're doing the burning within the throne of rock right now. Okay. Within the throne of rock. Holding among the eye of Hades. Sky. Within the source of.
this is turning out to be way more complex than I originally thought it might be. But at least we have some clues pointing us in the right direction.
Nestor chimes in. Yeah, it's safe to assume where the wind crystal is now.
Yeah, with the cult, right?
No, he just points straight up.
Great.
Oh, how we're gonna get up there?
Well, anyone got a hot air balloon?
Don't particularly have
Fresh out of
wings
this.
yet.
I'm sorry, I'm fresh out of those.
Zeppelin?
Fade chimes in. You know, I've always wanted to deliver a concert from the air. Maybe I should head to. Maybe I should head to Norlea, see if they can help out.
Get an airship or something?
Well, the gnomes are expert engineers.
Interesting. And once again, the campaign complete never fails to blow me away.
I try. Means a lot that I'm succeeding as frequently as I am.
Are you kidding? You've been rolling nothing but nat 20s on this campaign.
Guys, the rest of you are pretty quiet.
Did someone lose their internet connection?
No.
I'm here. I just don't feel that good, so I'm just sitting back and listening for the most part.
Aw.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that, 3/4.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just 3 hours ago, maybe 4 hours ago, I just started feeling like crap out of nowhere.
Oof.
Yeah.
I get that sometimes.
Hopefully it's not Elrona.
I doubt it.
No, it's definitely not. Sen, did I tell you I quit my job?
Yes, you did. You
Okay, I
told
would
me,
remember if I did.
rather rambly.
Yes, that. Yeah, okay. Hoping I was more civilized about it.
Don't worry about it. But so you sort of lapse back into silence and eat as the food is quite delicious. Fade looks at you all and says, "So, what exactly is your business in this city? If you don't mind my asking."
We're stopping here because we're on our way to Mount Everwind.
Ah, yes. Just west of here.
we have pretty much narrowed it down to that mountain could possibly have the next crystal we're looking for.
He puts his he's sipping like a cup of tea and says, "Interesting."
Believe it's the floating among the Eye of Ages.
Well, no,
I
I'm pretty
thought it was Throne of Rock.
Or Throne. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, Throne of Rock. I think I was.
Yeah, it gets kind of hard to keep track of all these things. Thankfully,
Yeah. I think I was reading the wrong section. My notes.
Hey, it happens to the best of us.
He's like, "Well, I as much as I would love to accompany you, I have a performance to put on and thousands of fans. But I do wish you luck and success in your adventure."
And same to you and your concert.
Yeah. Your luck in that. Well, too.
It's like, if you are interested, you may perhaps be able to do even more than that.
Oh, you have in mind.
How do you feel about helping drum up some of my publicity and draw some attention to your cause at the same time?
Sure.
I'm not sure what this entails, but sure, I can help out.
He begins to smile. This is excellent. Please follow me.
Yep.
And he leads you into another room. And he starts, and he pulls out like a guitar and starts strumming, and he essentially sings a 6-minute song that is a truncated version of some of your adventures.
Cool.
And he says, at the end of my performance, in 2 days, I intend to play that and would be thrilled if the 5 of you would join me on stage.
Oh, sure.
Awesome.
Sure.
He's like, excellent. And I will give you, I will share with you 10% of any profit I make.
Oh, thank you.
I would love to be up there with you. That would definitely be a treat.
He smiles and says, excellent.
This is gonna be cool.
All right. So with that, he excuses himself and says he has to put some of the finishing touches on the song, and in 2 days, just before the performance, he'll go over, when you guys are going to climb on stage, what he's going to have you do, all that fun stuff. Just to sort of gloss over and get the proverbial meat and potatoes of the night. You guys retire for the evening.
At the Magic Academy, of course.
At the academy, yes, following Lorenta's instructions. Unseen servants and magic mouths essentially direct you to your chambers, which are large teachers' quarters and offices. Very ornately and intricately decorated. And they are adjacent to one another.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
The night is completely uneventful. The next morning is essentially just a full day of downtime. What do you guys want to do?
Well,
If anything.
Pip, do you wanted to go to that magic shop, right?
I think
I did.
You want to go there then?
Alright.
Yes. Would
What
love to.
exactly are you looking for?
I'm looking for magic wands.
like what? Magic missile?
Magic
No, I already got one
wand.
of those. I already got a magic missile wand. I got a healing wand. I'm just looking to see what type of wands there are, because I don't know what type of wands there are.
Well,
Ones for just about every spell you could think of, probably.
There's quite a few. Let me go and at least dig up a link of ones that are at least ones I know of.
Can't I artificer up some magic wands?
there's no, I don't think there's any infusions you have for them, but you can actually make your own magic wands. Yes.
Also, how do you spell fade? Is it Fade Coda, like Fade?
No. It
It's
is.
FAIDCODA.
Yep.
Cool. I'm putting in acting as stage helpers for Fade Coda.
So there are, as Pat suggested, many different wands.
Yep. And that's a link to a website that has 2 pages worth of wands.
Failed experiment wand.
Enemy
wand of
detection.
Yeah. There's basically a wand for everything.
Wand of fireballs. Lightning bolts.
Magic detection, magic missiles, wand of paralysis, wand of polymorph, wand of pyrotechnics, wand of scowls, wand of secrets, wand of smiles, wand of the war mage, wand of viscid globs, and wand of web, as well as wand of winter and wand of wonder. And wand of conducting.
Basically, for all intents and purposes, if it's a spell that you can think of, there probably is a wand for it, and even if there isn't on that list, theoretically, it's possible to make one based on the existing wands already.
Nice. Sorry about the quiet.
Don't be. I'm looking over the stuff too.
I mean, that's I know that wand making isn't my department, says Werner von Braun. But it's nice to know I can make wands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that like one of my special artificer abilities or something?
It's not just wands in your case. I think it's. Give me a second.
A number of magic items.
I could literally mystic you up a magic wand. Like, here, take this wand of magic missile times 10.
Well, like I said, your infusions can't cover that, but you can go ahead and just make them.
And with Principal Forge.
Yep.
I could effectively start printing money.
Mike's been muted this whole time.
Yeah, no.
So for the 18th time, a wand of shielding would be nice.
Hmm.
I'll allow that. Sure.
Sorry if I'm sounding so tired. I just haven't slept in a while.
No big deal.
I feel that.
I might end up taking off soon to go to sleep since it's basically a day of down. Since it's basically a campaign session of downtime.
Well, I mean, I'm glossing
we're
over
not
that
gonna go.
fact.
We're not gonna
Yeah.
do the entire day.
Hmm.
I'll just drag on the story.
Absolutely. No, stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
Stuff and the occasional thing.
Oh,
Stuff
yeah.
and
So,
things and stuff.
What
I
could
would-
be better?
And stuff doing the stuff.
Yes.
Stuff doing things and things being done to stuff.
so, yeah, I will
The
go
stuff
so
will
far-
do the things.
I will go so far as to say, a wand of shield will be rare, and it'll be
Quite
$2,000.
$2,000?
$2,000, but it will not require attunement.
All right, I'm grabbing that. I'm grabbing that, and that's going in my sword.
7 charges, regains 1d6 plus 1. Spend a charge, it casts shield, and if you use it without any charges, roll a d20. On a natural 1, it becomes the wand becomes inert.
7
Sure,
charges?
the wand becomes inert, but it can still be used to hurt someone.
Wands are not generally long enough or heavy enough to strike anybody with.
All right, shield
Put it in
wand.
a crossbow, maybe. It works as an improvised weapon. What can I say?
All right. So is
Boy,
anyone
I'm so glad you wouldn't let me make distraction.
Is anyone else looking for anything specific?
Are there any magic wands that I could use?
Plenty of magic wands you could use. You can get a wand of magic missile, a wand of cure wounds.
Yep.
You can get that wand of shield. You can buy a wand of lightning bolts, a wand of fireballs.
And of course, a wand of ice throwing.
I'd allow a wand of ice knife.
Yeah, disturb not the harmony of fire, ice, and lightning, and whatnot. Pokemon reference. Yeah, I think the ones that would be best for me would be a Wand of Magic Missiles, a Wand of Enemy Detection, or a Wand of Cure Wounds.
You can have multiple so long as it doesn't necessarily require attunement.
Wand of Magic Missile does not require attunement, nor does the Wand of Cure Wounds.
I think I have both of those.
Yep. Enemy Detection requires attunement. Fireballs and Lightning Bolts both require attunement.
Well, damn. Looks like those will be the only two ones I could really use.
Okay. The Wands of Magic Missiles and Cure Wounds will each cost... will each cost 500.
Okay, I can do that.
Now, how those work is they have 7 charges. They gain 1d6 plus 1 at the beginning of each day. Spend 1 charge, it's as though you cast Magic Missile or Cure Wounds as a first level spell. For each additional charge you spend, it's like upcasting it. 1 level. So you spend 2 charges, it's the equivalent of casting it at level 2. You spend all 7 charges, you're casting it at level 7.
I'm gonna save that for in case I need. I'm gonna save that one for in case I actually absolutely must use that.
Reason I needed it is because I always upcast to level 5, but shield can't be upcasted.
Indeed.
It basically at that point it's a waste of a spell slot that you have no option but to burn.
Exactly. That's why I've been wanting one of these.
And hey, the Wand of Magic Missile would make for an excellent finishing volley.
Or opening volley.
Magic Missile is a really powerful spell, even if it lacks in damage.
Like, what can I do if I upcast the wand? Could I actually theoretically use the wand and also use my upcasting ability?
No, you can't use those in conjunction.
Well, damn.
Regardless, you can still upcast it and have the additional projectiles.
Yep.
Like, how much damage would a 7 volley magic missile do? Or
7d4 plus 7.
And that's at 5th level, right?
That would be at 7th. No, that would be at 5th level.
So I could theoretically do, like, 1d4 plus 9.
No, you'd be doing 9d4 plus 9.
Yeah, it scales the number of dice, as well as the positive, I do believe.
Magic Missile starts out as a first level spell. 3 missiles that each do 1d4 plus 1. For every level you upcast, you get another missile. So second level spell, 4d4 plus 4. Third level, 5d4 plus 5.
And you can split them however you desire.
Yep. Magic Missile is... It's not great in the damage department, but it never misses.
And it's force damage. It's fairly difficult to reduce.
Unless you just go for Absorb Element.
Nope.
Absorb Element can't work against it.
It's force damage, so you have to be innately resistant to force damage in order to reduce the damage, because it always does damage and it always does the full damage of whatever you roll. So long as the target's not resistant innately. So it's kind of hard to find something that can shrug that off without taking the full damage.
Ironically, one of the only effective ways to negate it is something that Pippin just bought.
The wand is shielding.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shield can negate magic missiles.
Interesting.
So the next few days, this day and the following day pass relatively uneventfully. You guys shop. Some of you are asked to be, guest speakers at a few classes in the academy. And it's remarkably peaceful. The second day, the day the performances are starting, you guys are you guys are abuzz with anticipation. Like you're actually the party is legitimately excited for something for the first time in a good long while, and not nervous excitement, like happy excitement.
Yay!
This is the opening night of Fade's performance. So that day passes uneventfully and peacefully, but also real slow, because it's the case of hurry up and wait.
Mhm.
It's like, oh my god, we can't wait, and we have to.
Been there, done that.
Is it time yet? No, you still have 2 hours. Is it time yet? No, you have an hour and 58 minutes.
I know
It's
the
time yet? Nope,
feeling.
we just have an hour and 57 minutes.
Believe me, I know the feeling.
Finally, about 30 minutes before showtime, you guys are approached by basically a minstrel, and says, "Excuse me, you are the adventurers who are going to be assisting Mr. Coda tonight?
Indeed.
That's us.
Please come with me for just a
Okay.
few minutes."
I'll follow
So
them.
you're
This is
taking
gonna be fun.
you're taken into a big tent. Fade's there. He's smoking a pipe.
Of halfling leaf.
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Oh man, so many memories.
And he's like,
Hello.
I'm glad one of my backup singers found you in time. So I'm gonna need you guys to stand on the. You're facing the stage. You're gonna stand on the right-hand side.
Okay.
Enjoy the performance for the first 3 hours, and
Okay.
then I'm going to. It'll be pretty obvious because I'll enter a speech and for my final song, a tribute to heroes that their deeds have been their deeds have traveled far, but their names haven't. And it's at that point you guys will come up on the stage. Now, I want you guys to do some of your signature stuff. Pippin, you're a warlock, right? Pip?
Pippin.
Sorry, what?
Pippin, you're a warlock, right? Fade
Yeah.
is asking. Okay. So I've made sure that there will be a few targets around. Fire a few eldritch blasts into the air. Don't keep them going at least 30 degrees, angled up. Don't get them too close to the crowd. Nyxor, maybe a few ice knives if you know that spell, or produce flame for a cantrip or whatever.
Yes, I got those.
So it'll be you guys are going to put on a little bit of a display of your powers. I'm going to sing. There's going to be some targets and stuff for you to shoot. And it'll be great. It'll be absolutely great. It'll blow everyone away. They'll be showering us with platinum.
Somehow I don't think that's a metaphor.
Fade looks at you, Senku, and shrugs and says, "I hope to Nessus it's not." And everyone can roll me an insight check.
Insight.
11.
Good God! 24 again!
17.
Okay. It's a little bit unnerving when he says Nessus, because Nessus, as you guys know, is the ninth layer of the 9 hells. And not everyone knows that. But this guy's a bard. He gave you a few lines of the poem you're looking for. It makes sense that he wouldn't have all that. It makes sense that he would have lots of esoteric knowledge, even a little bit of forbidden stuff. So with that, the performance begins.
Boy, I'm so glad I have those flashes of genius saved up.
Yep, and
funny enough, that's actually a signature ability of mine.
Yep.
So it totally works.
He gets up on stage, and for the first 10 minutes, he's just letting the minstrels that are his backup singers, sing some of their trade stuff, and there's applause going on all the while. Fade's casting spells, or Fade's throwing out spells, and he takes a good long while to cast one spell. And everyone who has it can roll me Arcana.
Ooh.
Nope.
I do have Arcana. As soon as I can find where it is. There it is.
And that's another 24.
Okay.
7. You have expertise in Arcana?
I have proficiency.
Okay. I didn't realize. I thought it was the only one. All right, that's 17.
17 is good. All right. So Pippin and Senku DM chat very briefly, please.
Okay.
Okay, so he finishes the spell, stands up, throws the arms out, and stage turns into the stage fades from view, replaced with floating lights that are shining in different colors and moving around. Basically spotlights. You see a group of like 20 dancers appear. Where there were originally like 5 singers, there's now like a dozen more. And he essentially uses magic to put on a full-on rock concert.
Yeah! I love this guy!
And like there's drummers that are going on. And then at one point fireworks go off, and it's a little disconcerting for you guys, because a lot of there's pyrotechnics going off in multiple colors, but like at one point he is singing this like almost heavy metal rock song, and at one point mist or like gray black smoke floods the stage, and within it you see sparks and like arcs of electricity, but for you guys it's kind of off-putting because they are identical to their color is identical to the lightning that you've seen the cult use.
Ooh.
Could be just coincidence.
Let's see.
You guys can make me perception checks.
29.
That's an unnatural 20.
Okay.
For whatever reason, if I'm rolling
24.
perception,
24.
for whatever reason, if I roll perception, I roll really damn good. Anything else, I'm rolling pitifully in.
Yeah, my Senku just finds the floor interesting. I guess it was bound to happen.
Well, it's not so much you find the floor interesting, you're just swept up in the spectacle. But
it was bound to happen at some point.
So Senku, I'm going to use the DM chat for a different reason. Go down there and I will summon you in just a few seconds.
Ah, crap.
God, I feel bad. I feel like I put him in the corner. But that's not the reason why. You guys are looking at... You're off put by the color, and in the after that particular show fades, you guys look at Fade Coda, and he briefly has this look of concern on his face, like, what the hell's happening? And anyone who wants to can roll me an insight check.
Oh, why not? 22.
27.
Insight.
Oh, wow. 22.
Oh, no, wait. Insight? That insight. 23.
22.
22, 23, and Perrin, you said you had a 27?
No, I have a 22.
Okay.
I wish I could get a 27.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll grab Junkyard.
Very funny using the word corner like that.
Yeah, I realized too late that that's what it kind of sounded like I did, and that was not my intention.
He's okay.
It was just easier to do that to not give you access to information the others were privy to. But eventually, the illusion again changes to
Senku's just enjoying the spectacle.
yeah, to an image of the crater of the Decanus volcano as you guys described it. And everything hushes because Fade raises his arms to quiet everyone down and says, now, for the closing act,
Here it comes.
a song that no one has heard because I only made it 2 days ago. We have true heroes in our midst tonight. 10% of the proceeds earned for this concert will be donated to them and their cause, because at least 2 entire cities owe their existence and livelihood to the actions of these 5. First, the man who never misses with an arrow, the child Heron.
Perrin, that's your cue.
So, how do you go up on the stage? I mean, are you running up, stepping up slowly and dramatically?
Oh, we can certainly try to go up there slightly dramatically.
All right. Next, the Master Druid, possibly the heart and soul of this adventuring party, Nyaxor Zorash.
I would like go up in a humble but dramatic way.
The genius engineer responsible for the preservation of thousands, if not tens of thousands of lives in the future in the hands of weather phenomenon known as tornadoes, Senku Ishigami.
Senku steps forward in a humble manner and just smiles. Like, he is completely taken aback by this.
The newest addition to their company, a great and noble hexblade, Pippin Papanopsicopoulos Banzu the Third.
Oh, not again. No one can get his name right. He's gonna teleport in, but when he teleports, there's a huge puff of smoke when he appears. Prestidigitation.
Nightcrawler! He's like Nightcrawler!
And last but not least, a descendant of the great Corax Ravenscar himself, Nestor Ravenscar. Nestor, foregoing the steps entirely, leaps up onto the stage. And he says, before we begin, it is with heaviest heart that I say that these 5 members, this party of 5 heroes, has faced tragedy and loss. Let us observe a moment of silence for their departed comrade, the brave and heroic barbarian Bordon. And the entire crowd falls into silence. You see heads bow.
Maxer bows and hold his
Uh,
hands claws
you
together.
see a few people. You see a few people, light candles and raise them up. And a minute goes by, in quiet silence and reverence.
Wow. Just
And
wow. This is wow.
Fade says, "Thank you very much for that show of respect. Now, another round of applause for these five great heroes." And he shouts, "Let's end this concert on a high note." Hums his guitar, and the song is medium pace. It's as far as the songs he's been playing. This is the slowest one, but even it is still like a moderately fast paced song, and it is. He's worked on it since the performance he put on for you guys. It's equal parts, touching and inspiring, and it's not so much about what you've done. It's about in terms of like actually depicting your adventure, but it's talking about how you guys have stood against nearly impossible odds in spite of great losses and pushed onward. And the crowd is absolutely roaring. And as he's singing, he sort of first points to you, Junkyard.
Awesome.
And you see a few so there's like a few there's a puff of smoke and a few holes appear in the stage, and up pop some of those phasers. And you can go ahead and make me an attack roll.
Wait, an attack roll?
Yeah.
Like a magic attack roll, or just a normal?
Like with your hammer.
Okay, let's see. Principal Forge. That is +1 bonus to attack rolls. Sorry, I'm just thinking of what I'm doing. And what's my bonus to that? Oh, right, strength.
Your strength should be, and I believe you have a belt that makes your strength +5.
Yeah, so that would be a +6, right?
No, because you're adding your proficiency bonus, so +10.
Holy shit. Don't screw this up! Don't screw this! 13. Damn.
13 is good. Fate is not leaving anything to chance. One of these things pops up, you slam at it with your hammer, and it feels hard and solid, and the thing immediately sinks back down. Another one pops up, you hit it again. You're fundamentally playing whack-a-mole.
Thank God for that +10.
You bring it down one final time, and Fade looks at you and puts like his hand across his neck as if to say, "Okay, cut." And there's a puff of smoke, and that fades. And Perrin, he then points to you, and like six like ceramic tiles levitate off the ground. Go ahead and give me 3 attack rolls, all with advantage.
Yeah, the first one's 24. Second one's a 31. And then a 22.
So you expertly, you just knocking loose arrows that hit these targets, and the targets shatter. But they do so in like a flashy, almost like a firework. Like there's a small explosion that also destroys the arrows. So there's no harm. There's no risk of the arrows or like debris from the arrows raining down on the audience.
Interesting.
And you can also give me a perception check.
Perception. 32.
32 is
Or,
good.
hold on, not 32. That'd be 31. Apparently didn't change it to 11 for the modifier.
Still awesome. Join me in the DM chat.
I like that. I was about to say flash of genius ready, but no. I'm just imagining Justice League Unlimited with this.
Kind of what you guys are. So he now points to you, Pippin.
Yep.
And much like with the Perrin, a bunch of ceramic sort of baubles float up in front of you, but they're in melee range.
Right.
With another, like 2 are in melee range, and a third one is like 15 feet away.
So 2 within melee range, 1 about 15 feet away.
Yep.
Misty Step time!
That's a better idea than what I had.
Yeah, no insight check. No insight check needed. He's given you an opportunity to show off your speed and agility and acrobatics and whatnot.
All right. Pippin will slash at the ones within melee range, and then immediately teleport to the one about 15 feet away. Do like a front flip, slash that one.
Okay, make your attack rolls, and you're doing so with advantage. These things are not moving.
Okay, that is going to be that 11. That is going to be 26 for the first hit.
Total impact.
You said 3 of them?
Yeah.
Okay, that is going to be 25 for the next one.
Okay.
Oh.
And then that'll be 39 for the next one.
Ooh.
Sorry.
What did you
Sorry.
math that
Sorry.
one?
I messed up math. My brain stopped working for a second.
No big deal.
Yeah, 29 for the last one.
Still insane.
26, 25, and 29.
Okay, so you do this. Not only do you do it artistically, you do it like
That's a 28 for acrobatics.
you and Fade's totally like Fade's almost reading your mind here. Fade's like not only showing off your agility, he's showing off your stealth. So it's like the light moves away from you and you vanish. And then there is a bright flash of light as you cut one down, so they see you for an instant, and then that fades. You take out the other one, boof. You see that, and that one fades, and then the light zooms back onto you. You disappear in a poof of smoke. The light immediately goes to you as you're above the thing. You hit. There's another bright flash of light, and it's just dim enough that it's not like a strobe light effect, so you don't have to make any, saves to be blind or anything. But while you're doing that, you can give me a perception check. But the light with you is so freaky and bizarre. It's going to be with disadvantage.
Flash of genius.
I guess a 3.
A 3, a 1. I get to reroll the 1, and I got a 5.
Oof.
I just flash of genius you.
Well, Flash Genius, so that's okay, I do have a question for you, Sen. So I roll a 3 for my first roll, and then I roll a 1 for my second roll. It's disadvantaged, so I have to take the 1. However, I'm lucky, so I get to re-roll the 1. But lucky says I have to take the roll regardless of what it is. Do I then take the 3 because it's disadvantaged, or take the 5 that's higher than the 3 because lucky says I have to?
Ooh, that I have
That's
no
hard.
idea.
I think how it's supposed to be worded is that you technically do apply that before advantage or disadvantage. So if you roll a 1 before you take the roll, you re-roll it, and you have to take the new roll regardless of what it is, even if it's a 1. But I have no idea. That could go anyway.
And take the 5 if it says you have to take it.
I'm gonna rule that it's the disadvantage trumps that, because that's a racial ability over just a straight up rule in the game.
Yeah.
But that's still an 8 after the flash of genius, which is, believe it or not, enough to give you a brief stint in the DM
Yeah.
chat with me.
And I still, the +7's from the Flash of Genius, right?
5.
Or sorry, +5, so that's 8, so then I have +7 for it being perception, so that's actually going to be 15.
Okay, so yeah, still join me in the DM chat.
Okay.
Doesn't change the result.
Hey, I wanted to help him. What can I say? Even if it doesn't change the result, it made him more likely to succeed. And give me credit. That's the first flash of genius I used today. I still have 4 more charges. Support caster coming through again.
Right.
So
I love being a support caster.
So let's see. I used 1 teleport.
yeah,
Okay, so that was my free teleport. Then I probably use a couple teleports to get to the back of the stage and just make it look like it's for the show, but also be checking it out.
okay, I'll get to you in 1 second.
Okay.
So last Fade now points to you, Nyaxor, and like five of these ceramic ceramic baubles float up in a line angled up about 30 degrees in front of you. Make an insight check.
All of us?
Would you like a
No,
flash of
excellent.
genius with that?
No,
Just
it's
not
not. It's not needed. Insight. 24.
Okay, no flash of genius is used then.
Yep. He wants you to breathe.
Oh, lightning.
He wants you to breathe. Lightning breath!
All right.
Breath weapon.
Darkser is gonna show off his markings and light. His body lights up with his electric blue color, and he breathes out the lightning.
Okay. This is not one that requires an attack roll because it would require a save from things that can't make a saving throw. So, like in rapid succession, boom, 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 these 5 mini fireworks go off. You know, each one a different color: green, blue, yellow, purple. The last one's red. And in that brilliant burst of light, the crowd just roars and goes crazy, and everyone can make a perception check.
All right, let's switch it to 11 this time. That's a 15.
19.
7. It's going to be a
Perception.
15.
You do not have to make this perception check, Pippin.
Oh, gotcha.
19 for me.
19 is good. Nyaxor?
That's okay. I get proficiency, so I add both the proficiency and the
Wisdom,
Just-
correct.
and the modifier, right?
Yes.
That's 27.
Okay, and I thought I heard Perrin got a 15.
Yes.
That's good. Okay, so everyone sees this. In this brilliant thing of light, you see a person being launched into the air from in the back of the crowd. At the same time, you realize that the stage is brightly lit. There's no place to hide. Pippin is gone. Pippin, please join me in the DM chat.
All right.
What the hell?
I have no idea.
Huh?
That's not good.
Not good. Not good at all. Kill it. Kill it now.
Huh? What, the performance?
No, I don't know what it is. It's not good. I don't know what it is.
Something is attacking us, I think.
That's my personal thought.
Oh, bollocks.
Wait.
This is not going to be fun.
Oh, if it's a fight, we kill this thing. The people will definitely know we're really heroes.
Miners uncovered a nest of a giant pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl, like what?
Looking at the HBO Max entry for Rodan. mind me, just waiting on everyone else to get back.
I can hear that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Earlier, I remember hearing something earlier about battle and prisoners.
That was my raft game, or listening to something. Oh, what's going on?
Well, from your perspective, you have no idea. There's some sort of commotion happening in the back of the crowd, and Pippin is gone.
That's
Uh,
Keep an eye out.
where's my buddy?
At this
Now
point,
what?
Nestor turns to you guys and says, "What are you guys going? What's up with you guys? Everyone's having a blast here."
Pippin's gone.
Pippin's gone.
And look in the back.
You
There's
point that out,
commotion
Nestor's.
happening.
So he turns to Fade turns and gestures towards Nestor, who half-heartedly ignites his shadow blade and is just walking through the targets, and he sees it, and
We have problems.
yeah, we really do. And with
We've
that,
got-
we can roll initiative.
Oh.
Was waiting on that. That's an 18.
And that's a 4 for my initiative, right?
You're
You'll
at
do whatever your dex is.
Yep.
What your dex modifier is.
Yeah, dex modifier, and if you have it, alert's about the only other thing I know that modifies it.
Wow, that's a 21 for initiative.
Believe it or not, there's a lot of other things that add to initiative. The champion can add half their proficiency bonus.
Interesting.
Bard can add half their proficiency bonus. The
Looks like we've got a fight going on.
21.
One of the spells can add it can give you advantage on initiative. It's pretty nuts.
That's a 23.
Okay, give me 1 second.
What, did Nestor fail his first perception check?
Yes, he did. Perrin, what'd you get?
18.
18.
21 for me.
I got that. Senku?
21.
Oh.
Senku, what is your dexterity modifier?
4.
Well, then he goes first.
Okay.
Mine's a 3.
Very good. Nestor.
So glad I put those points in there. Oh shit, I didn't get the extra 2 point temporary 2 points into my constitution yet. Because didn't I have an amulet of healing?
You had an amulet of health.
Yeah, that's what it was. Which raises my constitution to by 2, right?
That was to 19.
Yes.
So would it increase my modifier
Yes, it
Yes.
would.
and the saving throws?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Just wanted to get that squared away.
Basically, consider it as long as you have it, you have that Constitution or that Constitution and everything that comes with it. But if you were to get rid of it for some reason, you would no longer have the Constitution or the things that come with it.
Yep. And also make sure that you document what your normal constitution is so you don't forget.
Like, I have the Ion Stone that adds, I think it was +2 to my con. So, I get all the bonuses from having an additional 2 con.
Yep. So,
Yeah, I think I had like 15 Constitution or something. Somewhere around there.
that sounds right. So, you would have gotten your 15 is a +2 modifier, so you would have gotten an extra 20 hit points.
Yeah, I currently have 104 hit points.
Yep. Okay, so Pippin, you're up first.
All right, so I'm 40 feet away from him.
Yes.
How many people are in the direct vicinity of the two of them, of the two creatures?
Sort of trying to clear it out, but plenty. 30 to 50. You can't really tell.
Hang on.
Do I have disadvantage using ranged or magic attacks because of people in the area?
Yes.
Okay. Good thing I asked that.
Is
Do I
Pippin
risk-
stealth?
Do I risk hitting any of them?
I would assume yes.
Indeed.
Is Pippin currently stealth?
No.
I assumed he was when you said Pippin is gone.
No, I was just gone.
Teleported.
Just teleported. Yeah. Don't need a roll for stealth when I teleport. Just gone.
Well, to clarify, those still on stage have no idea. Like Pippin could be right behind you, or he could be somewhere in the crowd. You have no idea where he is.
Yeah, because I figured he had teleported based on the fact he was gone.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna. So you said there's two of these things, right?
That you could see.
That I could see.
What are these things, perchance?
Yeah, I'm
You
still.
can't see them.
You guys can't see him yet. Okay, Wyatt is charged up to 15. Wait, it's been several days. How much has my crystal charged up?
Oh yeah,
Only 3d4.
3d4?
I should probably do that as well too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that as well.
2d4. I apologize.
Wait, didn't we travel for like 6 days?
Yes, and you traveled for 4 days, and you rolled for those.
Okay. Okay, that's 8. I'm back to full. Just thought I'd check.
They go to 20, right?
Yes.
I
Well,
actually
already.
have my crystal and weapons and ammunitions on my spell sheet. So I mark off whenever I use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just solve my thing and just make a drive document.
What do I have that is a guarantee hit? That I have that is a guaranteed hit.
You last I heard do have a wand of magic missile.
That's
Yeah.
true, but I don't have it equipped. It's a full action to change it out?
Yes. But I mean, you're wielding a longsword, right?
Yeah.
You can hold that in one hand, and just as long as you don't attack with it, you just use the missile, use the wand in your other hand.
It's fair. I probably don't have my shield out yet either.
Well, use a one first level magic missile and put some hurt on him.
How many charges does that magic missile have?
7.
7.
7. And what does it do when you upcharge it?
Each charge adds another missile. So it starts at 3 for one charge, and every additional charge adds another missile. And each missile does 1d4 plus 1.
Okay. And you said once I run out of charges, I have to roll a what?
A d20, and on a 1, the missile becomes inert, or the 1 becomes inert, rather.
Okay. I'm gonna use this wand and upcharge it to 7.
Okay. Pumping all the charges onto one target or both?
It'll probably just be on one target.
Okay.
Unless, like, it dies, then I'll turn the rest of them over to the next one. That's what?
That would be
10d?
9.
10d4?
9d4 plus 9.
Okay, 94. $94 plus 9 is gonna only be 27.
Okay, roll me a d20.
What was that?
Roll me a d20.
6.
Okay.
It's empty.
So from your perspective up on stage, you guys see a crazy powerful magic missile. Like, you're used to when magic missiles go off, you've seen 3 or 4, maybe 5. This is 9. Just this bombardment of magic missiles shoot up and come down, and there's a small explosion. The atmosphere of the crowd instantly changes from one of cheering to it changes instantly from cheering to screaming. And immediately people begin to disperse. Fade, you guys hear Fade. He stops strumming. He plays one note like horribly off key, and he's like, "Whoa!
We got hostiles in the area."
Yeah, we're gonna deal with these.
And he's like, "Okay, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, please clear the area in a calm, orderly fashion. Do not panic."
Panic ensues.
Panic absolutely ensues. And Nyaxor, you're next up.
All right.
Whoa!
How far are they? And what are we doing with?
I'm sorry. I apologize. Senku is the next up.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Person.
hold up.
Yeah,
I still.
I'm gonna do what Pippin did and get the other target injured, so that way, once the crowd clears out enough, Perrin can unload the Hunter's Mark to full efficiency.
You mean Nyaxor?
And
Because it's Nyaxor's turn.
No, he said Senku. He said he made a mistake, and it's actually
Yeah,
Senku's turn.
then it's me.
Yep. And also, I didn't, you were talking about what was going on, but I'm using my bonus action to cast Misty Step and get a little bit closer.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was saying that way Perrin can use his Hunter's Mark once his turn comes up.
So I'll be about 10 feet away.
Okay.
In other words, I'm playing some 4D chess here.
You're gonna make it to the Colossus Slayer. Plays a role.
All right. So now, Senku, you're up.
Right. I'm gonna do what Pippin did and basically go for a 9 set of magic missiles with the Wand of Magic Missile because it's good because I figured that might come in handy. And I'm gonna use it on the other target.
You can't see the other target.
Can I see the first target?
Not really. You just saw magic missiles fly, but you didn't really see where they land.
Okay, then belay that. I don't want to fire into the crowd willy-nilly. Unfortunately, I don't have a wand of enemy detection. However, if I look in my spell list, Artificer spells for DND 5e and beyond. Let's see. Absorb elements, alarm, detect magic.
You can just cast, Long Strider or Expeditious Retreat and dash. Probably be the smartest thing to do. Just to get there.
Right.
Get their postings.
Yeah, get into a more get into their grill, basically.
Yep.
And that's one bonus action, actually. So I can still do something else.
Well, my recommendation would be cast the spell and dash. So you can get 80 feet. Because you can tell whatever this commotion is, it's about 100 feet away.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do then. That's going to be Expeditious Retreat, boom, first level spell slot, and I'm going to dash my way over there.
Okay. Make me a strength saving throw.
Oh, crap.
You do get +5 to this.
Yeah, I know. Going to clear that out, though. And while we're at it, let's add a Flash of Genius, just because I know my strength isn't that good.
Your strength is +5. Your strength is...
Actually, you know what? Forget the Flash of Genius. I just nat fucking 20'd that.
Okay, so you are almost bowling people over as you jump down off the stage and start running. And people initially are surprised as you almost bowl them over, but they see what you're doing and they clear a path. And now, everyone on stage sees... Hang on.
So Senku's basically opened a path.
Yes. You see 2 of these things.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
What in the world are you?
They look like some kind of gnome or dwarf.
They look like evil gnome.
Yeah. They look like a dwarfy Santa Claus if he had a bad day.
They are small size.
Good, which means if either of them try to disengage, I get an attack of opportunity on them. Is that right?
Not necessarily.
Oh, shit.
But, at that point... Nyaxor, you're up.
Alrighty. How close are they now?
100 feet.
Still. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna go up 30 feet, then use my bonus action to use thin paths and teleport another 60 feet.
Very nice.
And
That's
then...
your first time putting that ability out. Well done.
Alright.
Whoa!
And then you're gonna see something new with Maxar.
Okay.
Let's see here. Find it so I know what I'm.
And I love how Senku's first knee-jerk reaction is, "We have hostiles."
Alright, you're gonna see Maxar put out his claws as he calls out insect plague.
Very interesting.
Yes, it's a concentration up to 10 minutes. Swarming, biting locusts fill 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range, which is 300 feet. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration area and lightly obscured. Sphere airs difficult terrain. The area appears each creature in it make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 4d10 piercing damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful.
Okay, so they have to make a con save, you said?
Yes, creature must make saving throw when it enters the spell area for the first time, and on a turn or ends in its turn there.
Okay, so what is your save DC?
My save DC is a 17.
17, and it's con, you said?
Yes.
Okay. Nine.
And it lasts for 10 minutes.
Well, unfortunately, they both pass, so they're taking half damage.
Still, that's. It's 210.
Well, no, you're rolling 40.
Yeah, the 40-10, but yeah. It's the 10. $26, so 13.
13. Okay. They take some damage.
Some
Once I get the
damage.
opportunity- Once I get the opportunity to, I'm gonna foul them up.
All right. Perrin, you're up next.
Alright. So I'm able to see them, and am I able to shoot them normally at this point?
Yes.
And how far are they?
100 feet.
100 feet. I can't hunters mark them, but I can get closer. I'm moving again 40 feet. I can get within 100's mark, so I'll move up 40 feet and then mark one of them. You actually set up damage.
And then shoot them.
Oh, yeah. And let's start shooting. That's a 16 to hit.
A 16? 16, unfortunately, does not connect.
Alright, and then 27.
27 sure as hell does.
Woohoo!
Alright, and that will be 41 damage.
Woo!
Okay.
I'm gonna need some haste. I've got something evil I'm planning.
Well, it's not your turn now. Now it's their turn.
And if they start their turn in it,
Yeah, they I believe they take the
How
damage.
big is the radius?
It's 20 feet radius.
20 feet. Okay.
They're both eating it.
So I think they have to take another Constitution save.
Yep. Go ahead and roll the damage, because regardless, they'll take some.
So another.
And once again, they both pass.
Oh, good grief!
They have good constitution and proficiency in the con save.
That's a high roll, 24. So another damage.
They are not liking what we're doing to them, are they?
No.
I'll just wait until they get the end of my storm tooth.
But they, every time they walk, you guys can even kind of hear it from the stage. They're walking, even though they're walking quick, it sounds like they're walking with boots that are made of heavy iron, like they're clanging with every step. And Pippin.
Yep.
One of these things turns and starts running towards you. And as it runs, it slashes this sickle once, cuts somebody down, slashes it again, sends
Oh
an
no!
arm flying.
How close was it when it struck the first person?
10 feet.
Ugh, darn.
Ooh, just outside of range.
And then it's in front of you.
These people.
What is your armor class?
My armor class is 23.
Okay.
Does strength affect armor class?
No. Dexterity is the only ability score that does. Occasionally, well, if you're a monk, wisdom does, and if you're a barbarian, constitution does.
Damn.
Okay.
Well, if one of them targets me, I've got something special for that.
Okay, so 23 armor class, Pippin?
Yep.
All right. The first time it swings, it misses. The second, however, it steps in a little bit more. Big, heavy boot, clong, comes down right in front of you, and this sickle just cuts into your rib cage.
Shield reaction?
So 28.
Yes.
Okay, 16. All right. So it's going for your rib cage.
I'm just really good at parrying with that. Wait, actually, hold on. It would not be 28. How crap? I forgot. I don't have my shield equipped. Give me 1 second. I gotta do calculation. That's 3, so it'd be 25.
25.
Still enough, I think.
No, unfortunately not. This guy rolled really well. He nearly crit you.
So my armor class would have been 20, and then with the +5 would have been 25. So, I wish I wouldn't have used that because I didn't realize. Crap. Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. Turns out your 28's not enough. It crit, but apparently not. It must have come close.
I'm gonna enjoy hitting one of these bastards with a hellish rebuke.
So you take 13 damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
And make me an insight check, Pippin.
Insight.
Insight,
So
yes.
+3. It's gonna be a 9.
9. Okay.
Okay.
Good enough. Please join me in the DM chat.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Never mind. I was just about to burn one too.
It's fine. I'm gonna grab a snack.
I still have 4 charges of Flash of Genius then. I think.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I still have 4 charges of Flash of Genius.
All right. The second one is going to rush you, Nyxor.
Fuck.
It is out of the insect plagues area, and it makes one attack. You see it, slash upwards, and it slashes upwards with so much force. A person goes flying into the air, and it makes another attack. It sort of jumps and just decapitates somebody. Nyxor, this thing is now in your face, and it's going to bite at your ankles.
Hey now!
What is your armor class?
18?
Okay, this thing hits you.
Owie! That is not nice.
Like, ow, get off, get off, get off.
Fortunately, it rolled really badly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at you just biting my little ankles. You know what? I bite back.
What do you mean by it rolled badly?
Nyxor, you take 22 damage.
Ow!
And it misses you on its second attack.
Alright, punks.
Now it is Nestor's turn. Nestor, who is still up on the stage, pulls out a familiar green glowing crystal, holds it out in front of him, starts running, and shouts, "Lightning leap!"
Ooh.
What?
And he sails across the top of the crowd, being careful not to hit anybody or catch anybody in the area. It's just to cover the distance. And he drops right behind the one that you are in front of, Nyxor. And he's going to attack twice.
Ooh. Actually, would smirk after seeing Nestor come up.
It's 13. Oh yeah, he hits twice.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Way to go, Nestor.
So that is 19. For 33 damage in total.
Ooh.
How badly is this one hurting?
It's in pretty good shape.
Right then, I'm hoping I can get one of their attention.
Pippin, we're at the top of the order.
All right. So this is a bonus action, correct? Let me check. Okay, I do have no need to do that. So the guy's right in front of me.
Yes, he is.
All right, I am going to strike with my sword.
Okie doke.
I'm so mad, but I'm also kind of happy. But I'm still so mad that I didn't place my curse on this guy before attacking. That's a 30.
Okay, yes, that hits.
The reason I'm mad is because it was a 19. Had I cursed him, that would have been a 19 crit. And the reason I'm mad is because I'm like, should I use my bonus action to curse him or my bonus action to use Eldritch Smite and do a bunch of extra damage? What are the chances of me rolling a 19 anyway? So yeah, that hits. So bad. I am casting. I'm not wasting this opportunity. I am casting Eldritch Smite. I gotta look it up real quick.
I believe that.
Eldritch.
It's an invocation, and it does like 68. I want to say I do. I'll bring it up. I remember me and Sen had a conversation about this. Eldritch Smite, 1d8 per level of the spell slot.
So that would be 5d8.
Plus one. It's 1d8 and then plus 1d8 per level of spell slot.
So 68.
So 68. Yep. So I do 68. I do 78 because of my first attack. So it's 78 plus charisma plus this. It's plus 7. And then do I have... Nope, just plus 7. Okay, so the first attack is 45 to hit.
45.
45 to damage.
45 damage, okay.
And then
Ouch.
that's Thirsting Blade, so I still have a second attack.
Yep.
So let me roll for the second attack. That one's not as spicy. That's a 17.
17 will not connect.
All right. Then that is it. That's all she wrote.
Okay.
Okay, which is the one that's going to be the most hurdy?
That would be the one that you see Pippin's sword flare this like brilliant purple color as energy surges through it, and he just brings it down right at smack on one of these ankle biters, and there's just this burst of purple light, and you can tell that that one is by far the more hurt.
All right, then that's going to be my target. I'm going to do what Pippin did and unload my fucking magic missile. All 7 charges.
Okay, roll me 94 and add 9 to the total.
But first, I'm going to roll my d20. Is that a wisdom mod or nothing? Or is it
Just
intelligence
straight
mod?
D20.
Well, good news. The wand is not useless.
Okay.
29 damage.
Not the highest.
Not
low.
bad, though.
Yeah.
I think mine was lower. Mine was like, what, 17 or something like that?
Yep.
Hey, Boom!
Did you want to move in and get ready with your hammer or something else?
I'm hoping I can get the attention of one of these bastards.
I doubt it, because we're closer to them.
Nyxor, you're up next.
Send him to me! Send him to me!
Actually, I'm going to...
Nyxor, you're flanking one of these things with Nestor.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Oh. Billy. I'm gonna use Stormtooth.
Alright, you will have to take a 5-foot step back, which would provoke an attack, which would provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh.
But that's one attack versus the 2 you're going to get on him.
True.
Primal savagery.
Yeah, I was thinking a attack and then the bite. Because he bit me, I'm like, okay, I could bite back.
Yeah,
Return the favor.
I said he was an ankle biter. If you notice, they're carrying these wicked sickles. That's what he slashed at you with.
Alright, Pippin it, yeah.
Almost cut your Achilles tendon. But
Primal savagery! Primal savagery!
Primal savagery twice, then?
you can only do it once. It takes an
Oh.
action to.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking about doing Stormtooth and then the Primal Savagery.
That you wouldn't be able to do.
Oh, wait, yeah. Well, heck.
You can only attack twice because with Stormtooth, because Stormtooth allows you to as a bonus action if you attack with it and hit.
Not since he bit me, I'm gonna bite him back. I'm gonna use Primal Savagery.
Okay. So make a spell attack with your wisdom.
That's the like
Wisdom plus proficiency.
Makes it +9, I believe.
That is correct.
Alright. So D20 +9. $21? Well, actually, no, wait. That's 23 +9.
You hit all damage.
Yeah. So that's 2d20s, right? 2d20, right? Leave.
Well, no, he says roll damage.
Yeah. Yeah, 2d10. Yeah, not 2d20. It's 16.
Sen?
7.
Poke, poke.
Sad.
Sorry. Technical difficulties.
Oh.
I heard everything.
We thought we lost you. 16.
Okay. Perrin, you're up next.
Alright, let's go ahead and continue to shoot. Where are things? Things hidden on me. There it is. 20.
20 will connect.
All right. And that will be 36, not 33.
All right, which one are you going after? The one in front of Pippin?
The one I shot the last time.
Okay. And how much damage was that?
36.
36, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the second shot will be 30 to hit.
Ooh.
30 will absolutely connect.
All right. That is 37 damage.
Ow!
Ooh.
Okay. So you loose 2 arrows. Pippin.
Yep.
From your perspective, you're locked in combat with this thing. And then you see and hear you hear the whistle of arrows. They fly right past your ear, and you hear two thunk thunk right in this thing's neck. It gurgles, and you see it smile as the light of life leaves its eyes, and it just falls backwards.
Dead as a doornail.
Oh, yeah.
Dead.
Why did it smile?
Storms.
No idea.
Not killing any more innocent people, you jerks.
So, Nyaxor, this thing turns its back to you, and it is going to.
Come after me, you bastard!
No, it's going to lay into Nestor.
Oh, no, you don't.
If it moves, I get attack opportunity.
It doesn't move.
Eh.
Come on, you bastard! Over here!
But it does crit him.
Oh, you bastard.
So,
Just unfucked up.
Not my body!
So, let's see. So, five. This thing goes ninja crazy town on Nestor. First thing it does is jump up, slit his throat with a nasty hit. It does not kill Nestor, but it was trying to. Nestor takes. Ooh, so that's that plus 30.
Please tell me he's not doing death saves.
He's not doing death saves. 15, 20. He did take 55 damage in one shot, in one turn.
Right, that's it. I want him to go after me.
Well, now it's Nestor's turn.
Drive him towards me.
Nestor looks at you and says, I'd love to, but there's a Nyaxor in the way.
Sorry.
Do I still have the expeditious retreat active?
Yes, you do.
Okay, good.
But it's not your turn right now.
Now that brings up a question.
Oh.
If I were to say, enter the thing's range, whack it with my hammer, then disengage to provoke an attack of opportunity, would I get the hellish rebuke?
If you disengage, you don't get attack opportunity.
He's right. But if you were to just move away, then in theory, yes.
Good.
Clever strategy. Not gonna lie. But see.
I am not going to sit back and let my buddies take this.
Well, Nestor just did a good chunk of damage. Nestor just did 54 damage to this thing.
Ooh.
So he literally took his own pound of flesh out of this thing. Pippin, you have to trust me. I want you to pass your next turn.
Why?
Because I'm about to
Find that necessary.
Well, this thing is this thing is actually still up. This one looks a whole lot tougher than the other. This one looks like a whole lot tougher than the other. You see, it's like frothing and foaming at the mouth. And Pippin, you are up next.
All right. Why skip my turn?
I would not recommend it.
Okay, then definitely take your turn. I'm going to do something stupid.
Okay, where's the next one?
The next one is
By us.
20 feet away from you, in the middle of a world of hurt between Nyaxor and Nestor.
Is he
And
the
I'm
only
about
one?
to join in.
It is the only one, yes.
And do I have disadvantage for attacking with ranged still?
No.
All right. I'm going to cast Supernova.
Are you sure? Because
Hey,
we're in there.
Yeah, I don't have disadvantage, though. I'll be fine.
All right. Make your spell attack. Or ranged attack, whichever.
All right. And that would be 21.
21 will connect.
Yes. Right. They have to make a Constitution saving throw, which I know they have a super high con, which is DC 16.
I apologize to you, Senku.
Shit!
It rolled a natural 1.
God damn!
It rolled a nat 1 con saving.
Yes.
Poof. Just
Who?
poof,
Yeah,
poof, poof. It's now poof of dust.
What'd you do?
he vaporized.
Vaporized
You
it.
vaporize the target.
I'm getting tired. I want to go to bed. I gotta end this.
So yeah, there's a brief flash of blue
Fucking
light.
hell.
There's
You
a
should have
brief,
just done the Hellish Rebuke right from the start.
Don't you need to be attacked for that to work?
Yeah.
That was going to be my plan.
wasn't a bad strategy.
I'm definitely saving that in my pocketbook.
Oh, absolutely. But look at it this way: you haven't wasted the spell. So
That spell attack, that Hellish Rebuke, that basically eating some damage to do some serious damage is going to be a strategy in my pocketbook.
indeed,
But if you're hurt or down, I wouldn't advise doing it always. Yes, I'm your healer. I got Revivify, but I only got so much that I can do.
I know. That's why I'm saving it for when I'm like full health.
yeah,
When it's an
So-
optimal strategy.
yep. So yeah, from Nyxor and Nestor's perspective, there's this snarling, frothing, evil-looking gnome. There's a flash of blue light, and then there's a cloud of dust.
Mr.
Yeah.
Stark.
I don't feel so good.
Right.
It's just, I don't just shoot a blue beam. I snap. There's a big flash, and it turns to dust.
From Senku and Perrin's perspectives, you see Pippin float off the ground ever so slightly. There's a short beam of energy, a short beam of blue light that strikes this thing. There's another burst of blue light, and then the thing is just gone.
Can I roll insight as to why the other one smiled before dying?
I wanted to do.
You guys can't roll insight, but everyone can roll nature.
Nature.
Nature. That's gonna be a 15.
12.
15 is good. 12 is good.
Yeah, I fucked up on that one. If I had used a flash of genius,
22.
22?
Besides,
Okay.
enough people passed, I don't need to worry about it.
Yep. These things are called red caps. They're a type of fae. They revel in bloodshed and combat. They revel in causing death.
Is there anything special about these two?
Yeah. Red caps are usually not as beefy as this.
Yeah, they shouldn't be that powerful.
Yeah, I want to investigate these things.
Well, they do have just a little bit of loot. They have
That's not what I'm interested in. Identifying marks.
none that you can see, at least on the one that's still alive. However, Nestor points out, we got trouble here. Big trouble.
Storm?
Not yet, but there will be. And you look, and Nestor's throat is partially slit. He should be gushing blood. Not a drop's coming out.
Senku casts Cure Wounds to prevent any more. I want to heal him, like, desperately.
These guys were here just to cause bloodshed.
Exactly. That's why they didn't care if they Took out innocence then.
Esther, do you want me to heal you?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna heal him too,
Um,
and I'm gonna upcast.
how
this
bad
summon
is it?
4.
Well, Nestor's taken like 52 damage.
I'm gonna use 6 charges on my healing wand.
Don't
No,
bother.
don't go that crazy.
It
I'll-
recharges.
Don't bother. I've got the spell slots for it.
I got glistening touch.
And I've got a 2nd level spell slot that I can burn.
Save your spells, Senku. I think you might need them.
Alright, I'm gonna use glistening touch, which is only like 1 charge.
Yeah.
I am...
Of course, the buddy here is our good buddy. Fade had watched the whole thing.
Fade is horrified.
We're about to have a big storm, Fade.
Indeed.
Remember that siren in the city square?
Yeah.
We're gonna need it.
Alright, 18 for the first.
Okay.
Second one's another 10. Another 14 for the
42.
third one. Another 13 for the fourth one.
That's exactly what he needs.
That's precise. He's like, you sort of hold it up to his neck, and it just sort of spreads out, and you see the gash close as you quite literally flood the wound with healing energy.
Like Nestor coughs up a couple pink clouds.
Those were some very nastily buffed red caps. I advanced them with rogue and barbarian levels.
Dang.
What was the challenge rating? Just out of curiosity.
They were CR 10 each. So really,
in total,
CR
CR
11.
20.
No, that's not how challenge ratings work. Each time you double, like every time you double the monsters, 2 monsters of an appropriate CR are as though the challenge is 2 higher. So that was a CR 12.
Does anybody in PCs need healing or?
Anyone in the crowd that was cut by one of these things is dead.
But that does mean the loss of life was limited. If I'm correct.
Sure hope so.
At that, you hear off in the distance an explosion and a shattering, and you see a shaft of red light glance out of one of the windows of a tower in the castle.
What the?
That's not good.
And that is where we're going to end the session for the night.
Oh gosh, cliffhanger.
Yep, I'm tired.
I heard Pippin say he was tired, and I'm fading pretty fast myself.
Yeah.
But still, top marks again on a wondrous session.
Oh gosh.
Especially how the party basically leaped into action the moment they sensed hostiles.
Yep. I am a little bit sorry, Junkyard, that you kind of got the shaft in this combat, but I promise you're gonna have plenty of other opportunities to shine.
Yep. Kind of got the short end of the stick there because Pippin's like, I didn't expect it to kill him and vaporize him. I just wanted high damage.
They had maxed out strength and con. They had barbarian level, so they added their con to their armor class.
Ooh.
Dang.
And then
Jeez.
they rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
Hey, fine by me.
Okay, critical fail turns the target to dust.
That is exactly what happens. They
Yeah.
had 170 hit points each, but and this is where I screwed up. On the first one, they were raging, so all the damage against them would have been halved. All but psychic damage. But I screwed that up on the first one, not so much on the second. That's why he lasted a little bit longer. But that was
Until he was turned into dust.
Yep, that was a little peek under the hood for this fight, and
Nice.
I'll catch you guys the next.
Okay,
the
see ya.
next
I
game
wonder if
All
wonder if
right.
there's anything like the belt of Fire Giant, but that increases your charisma, like glasses of smart talking.
Oh no, please, let's not go into too much
Right.
information.
I've been thinking about that myself, and there isn't anything that I could find to answer that, but that doesn't mean it won't exist.
Anyway, I'm gonna take off for now.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Y'all have a good one.
See ya.
Sleep well, guys.
Yep,
All right.
Have a good one.
Good
Looking
night.
forward to next week.
I'm gonna need to get myself going before too long, regardless.
Yeah. Well, you have a good night, Pat.
Yep, you too.
See you later.
Yep, see ya.